Another thing I wanted to point out, which made me decide to do this special, was because it was a few days ago, and I don't know why, but it must have been on like the related videos or like recommended, and it showed off like the Tweenies safety about like they showed different episodes that were very short, but it was all about safety, and it was very interesting because I started to watch them and it made a very perfect sense about the dangers of like throwing things and the dangers of like going into dangerous places or even like getting lost. Now, seeing Max around in public was just absolutely funny. But there was this at one time I watched an episode where like it was to do with the slide, and when Milo gets into trouble by Max, it's like, oh my god, like you've never seen anything like it. So let's have a little look at that. Ooh, I don't think in all the episodes I have seen over the years I have ever heard or even seen Max so stern like that before, because I mean the way that he said, Milo, I want a word with you, it's like, uh-oh, you know he's in for it. But seriously, like, what he did was very dangerous, very bad. So yeah, that taught him a very good lesson. Another thing I'd love to talk about with Max is that there are moments when like he yells quite loudly because the Tweenies do get so out of control. But I never thought that, geez, could he be that bad tempered? But I absolutely loved it when he yelled. It was just so funny. But I have to say, a little bit scary at the same time. I would love him to be my granddad, but there are times, no, that's just pathetic. So let's just have a little look about his very massive temper.
Be careful, Jake.
Oh, sorry, Max, I have to run.
Jake, why are you running around carrying those scissors? I'll have those, I think. Hey, Milo's climbing out the window. Have you stopped, Milo? I'm coming. Please be careful now. I'll do no harm. Be quiet in there. Thank you. Now, you wanted a den, I made you a den. And you just pulled it down. If you carry on being silly, someone's going to get hurt, aren't they? Right. Would you please give me the book? Going on? I'm doing throwing stuff. Well, I've never worked without that. Look out, please. Enough. That was close. But then the ball. It was naughty throwing the ball at fish like that. Look out now. Take notice. He's not supposed to throw sand around.
Oh, we're back to me. Hopefully that's all right with Max. That's all right. But yeah, do you see what I mean? I mean, geez, that is scary stuff. But do you know what? I absolutely adored Max because he was so funny as well. Now, one of the most memorable moments of the Tweenies was when their TV broke down, and obviously it had to be taken away to be repaired, of course. And what the Tweenies did is that they made up their own little show, which was very interesting. I mean, Bella sang Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Jake did a bit of a clever juggling act, and Milo and Judy, they did a story of the Princess and the Pea. And when Fizz couldn't obviously think of one, eventually she did towards the end, but that was the time when Max had the most craziest, funniest, but most naughtiest puppet named Arnold. So Arnold, how do you feel about me saying hello? Well, I didn't mean it like that, but I remember the very first time I watched that, I could not stop laughing. That was the most hilarious clip ever. I remember my sister and we acted out this scene so many times, and there would be moments where like I would sit on her lap, I'd pretend to be Arnold, and there'd be times when she'd pretend to be Arnold. And it was just absolutely fantastic. It was such a great way to like pass the time, and it was just much of a good laugh. And one thing that I remember so often, I did this like mostly, well, just in the night time, in the middle of the night, whenever I couldn't sleep. What I would do is I would like hide under my covers and I would pretend to be Arnold. So what I would do is that I would be like this. I hope you can still hear me over there. So I would listen to Max. I would just like imagine that I'm hearing Max's voice and he's like going, so say hello, Arnold. And then I would go, and then he would go like, are you shy? And then I'd do that and that and that. So there was this funny bit where like it goes like, what do you say to that? And then I go so yeah, I did that mostly whenever I couldn't sleep at night, and I have to admit I miss doing that so much. I mean, I would love to do that again one night soon, but then again, I'm more of a heavy sleeper, so I haven't done that for a very long time, but it's such a crazy memory with that. So yeah. One of the most adorable and most cutest moment I watched on the Tweenies. Now, I did not see this episode until I was 17, because thank goodness for that, the Tweenies was finally back on CBeebies a very long time ago, after years of not even showing up. So there was this really cute moment where they had a pajama party. Now, what actually happened was that Jake, yeah, it was Jake, he found a bedtime costume, or like a nightgown. And the most sweetest thing that they did, obviously with Milo, of course, they both got into bed. He tucked Jake up, and Jake wanted to sing him a lullaby. And let's show you this clip of Milo singing to Jake. It is so adorable, and oh, my heart literally melted.
Now, Jakey, Jakey, no time for you to play. You've got your teddy down, you're ready. Good night to another day. Sweet dreams, Jakey. Close your eyes now, Jakey, Jakey. Nothing's for you to do. Keeping myself from sleeping up, snuggle up next to you. Oh, night night.
Oh, isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh. Well, unfortunately, that is all we have time for. I had such an amazing time, and I feel so nostalgic just looking back at all of these moments of the Tweenies, and it was just so fantastic. So hopefully come by next week, I will do another one, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed this special Tweenies show. So hopefully come by next week, I will do something that was very rare and very much forgotten. I do have a list, and there are a few I have ticked off, but there are some that, oh my god, why didn't I do that one before? But anyway, in the meantime, hope you guys have a nice week, and I will see you very soon for another video. Okay, bye!